Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Yad Te'ebenu. We're ready to start our day, so everybody please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off and bodies are still. Our eyes are on the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, May 14th. So happy Friday to you. We have some music to listen to. This is from Mrs. Neff's selection of music for us this week. It looks like my computer shut it off. So let's turn it back on. But first, I'm afraid there's probably going to be a commercial. Okay, friends, sorry about the delay. There we go. What are we listening to? Henry Mancini's The Pink Panther. That's right. It's very popular when I was a kid. Okay, now we have art. Jacques-Louis David. And we looked at the Oath of Horatii, and then we looked at the death of Socrates, and then we looked at Napoleon at the St. Bernard Pass. Remember, on his mule, well, he actually did ride a mule, but this is this big stallion that he's riding. Sometimes people do that if they want people to think of them in glorious ways, that they might stretch the truth a little bit about. This is not exactly what it looked like when he was crossing the Alps up there. But same thing with, remember the Emanuel Leutze with Washington crossing the Delaware with him standing on the boat? Something similar. Artists tend to romanticize what things actually look like. And so now we have another portrait of Napoleon. This is Napoleon in his study at Tuileries. And you can see there's a candle in the background. It's just about faded out. And the clock says it's about 4 in the morning. It's supposed to give you this image that he's been up all night working. He's wearing his uniform. And that he just stopped from his work for a moment and popped up, and we had this portrait taken like we do for our photographs these days. But we know that didn't happen. And he was probably too busy to even be the person who stood there while the portrait was being painted, and he had a stand-in until the last minute. But it makes me wonder what about this is real and what about this is imaginary, or on the artist romanticizing. Napoleon in his study at Tuileries. Okay, on to poetry. Harriet Tubman by Eloise Greenfield. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of nothing neither, didn't come in this world to be no slave, and wasn't going to stay one either. Farewell, she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave 'em, but she ran away that dark hot night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods, she ran through the woods, with the slave catchers right behind her, and she kept on going till she got to the north, where those mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back to the south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of nothing neither, didn't come in this world to be no slave, and didn't stay one either, So Harriet Tubman with starting the Underground Railroad and helping those who were held in slavery get to freedom. So we remember her. And like we said, it's a poem that talks about her courage. But to say that she wasn't afraid might diminish her courage. I think she probably was afraid, and I think she had every right to be afraid. If she had been caught, it would have been a terrible consequence for her. Probably would have been death, and probably not an easy death either. Was before the Bill of Rights with cruel and unusual punishments, right? So we have our Bill of Rights right now, our 8th Amendment, right, that protects us from cruel and unusual punishments. Would not have protected her from cruel and unusual punishments. We need to make sure that we remember these things and protect our freedoms for all people. Okay, speaking of the Bill of Rights, let's do our 10th Amendment. I'll say it and you repeat. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Okay, 9th Amendment. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. 8th Amendment. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel or unusual punishments inflicted. Right. How about the 4th Amendment? We haven't talked about that in months. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Right. Okay, friends, because it's the weekend, we have no birthdays today. We have one birthday over the weekend, and that is Taylor. Happy birthday to Taylor this weekend. Announcements are, this is our last week of school. We have a few more days. Report cards will be coming out on Friday. If you have a incomplete on your report card, you've been signed up for summer school. So automatically, if you have incompletes on your report card, you've been signed up. The only way you can get a pass out of that is if your scores on your testing that we did show that you're at grade level. So we'll be sending it home on your report card, a note indicating whether or not you have passed your classes and have been promoted to the next grade level, or if you have incompletes, in which case you have to go to summer school in order to be considered for promotion to the next grade level. So those will be coming out on Friday. So this is our last weekend for our school because next Friday will be the last day of school. So this is our last weekend before the end of school. So I hope you have a great one. Let's do our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today and a great weekend.